Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to a new video, an update on the 1964 Corvette Stingray by MPC. So here we have it. It's already fully cured, the body. We went ahead and cleared this earlier this week. And I mean, man, it just feels really nice being able to hold this. I mean, right now look at this. It's very shiny, right? Very, very shiny, but I still need to, you know, what I always like to do is with my hands, my fingers, just kind of feel it across, feel everything to see if I feel any rough spots. Like right here, I could already feel something. Uh, I don't know. It's just something where you're gonna have some smooth spots, and then you're gonna have some little things that are just gonna pop up, little pieces of dirt, lint, all these things, right? And they're things that we have to sand. We have to knock them out. We pretty much, we have to do our part. And even like right here, it feels a little rough. This is smooth, but there's just small little areas in it. Oh no, it's smooth. It's like just debris, like little things that land on the body itself. Here's the bottom look of the body right there. I managed to get a little bit of blue in here, especially inside the pillars. I mean, this you won't see in there, but the rest, when it's resting in there, you might be able to see it. Not too much. Here we see the back part right there. And I already went ahead and added the inner engine bay right there. As you can see with the blue. It's not even glued. It just like kind of popped in there real quick. So I'm digging that right there. And, later we'll be kind of pre-assembling this thing. Here we could put the seat in there for now. We still haven't even added the steering column. But yeah, it's all these little things, we start to work with, and you start to put it together. And next thing you know, it's like, oh man, we got somewhat of a complete build, you know. And this project right here is just bringing back to life a model that was built back then. I really don't know too much history of it, like how far back. But when I purchased it on eBay, this was a model that was already put together, and I just decided, you know what, let's go ahead and repaint it. I still am gonna work on the interior as well. I do have the shifter for it, which is in this little box, which I'm gonna bust out with at another time. And here, let's see, let's put this in there. The glass is another thing that I gotta work on. So right here, what I really like is how the blue line just it all connects, even down to the hood. There we go. Fits nice, even with the clear in there. And then the bottom chassis. So the bottom chassis right now, obviously you could see it when it's like this. You can see the black part. But when we end up putting the chrome parts on the side, you're not going to be able to see this. Those chrome parts are going to, there's one here and one on the other side that's going to cover that up. I still need to hit this with a little bit more black. From when you look at it from the bottom from this angle, you can still see there's color, original color. And then when we flip this upside down, you'll notice that, even this part needs to be painted, that part right there, because it's visible when you put this on there, especially if I'm going to show someone the bottom, right? They're going to end up seeing that. So in order to fix that, it's pretty easy. Pretty much all I got to do is back mask all the way around, right here, just exposing the bottom. And then I just need to paint it in black. I got to cover this up, and this needs to be painted black. And as far as in here, I don't really have to go that dramatic to paint any of this black. I could use a marker instead if I needed to touch anything up in there. But I don't feel like I need to really go that deep, for that. It's more the bottom part right there, because it is something that someone will see when I flip this upside down to show someone like, oh, check out the bottom, I don't know. And let's see. So I'm just happy that at least we're done with this. I started kind of playing around with the wheels. These are the original wheels that I'm gonna end up using. I've had comments on Instagram and other places asking like, oh, I'm hoping you put wires on that car or whatever. And I don't know if maybe they think because of the style of the paint job or the fade, it's like it has to be a lowrider, but that's not really the what I'm going for. And I really like these wheels. These are the tires that came with the kit and the actual wheels. The wheels, I mean, they're faded. They're not fully chromed. They're they're pretty. Let's see how close we could get. Look at them. They're not in good condition, right? They're not in the best condition. And then here's the back part. So there's two parts to it. Then you attach it on here. You have to glue it on from the back, and then bam, it's like right there, right? So I mean, I'm really digging the look of it with these tires. Like I just really love the way this looks, you know? Like it just looks really cool. And especially now that the tires are clean, right? The only downside is the rims. The rims are not as shiny. So there could be a couple options. One of them could be I could dechrome them. I can repaint them and, end up using them. I could put some of that Revell chrome on them. The only problem is it's going to be very difficult to put them back on because of, you got to kind of push them in and you know how that happens. What happens when you put fingers on that? It's going to leave your imprint. That's one. Another one, I could always be like, you know what? Instead of chrome, we could do like a different color, maybe like a bronze. I don't know. I'm just kind of throwing that out there. I'm not saying I'm gonna do that, but I got to see what other options of things that I can do with this, so this way it flows together right there. Because it's gonna be pretty much the stock stance and everything. I'm not slamming this. I'm not doing anything crazy with it. I just repainted it, and I'm gonna put it back together. So this way, when this is like on display, it stands out, and it's just something that I'm happy about putting together right here. This being like one of the first models, and then the engine too. The engine's gonna pop out. I mean, we got the engine right here. Let's see. Let's get it out of the. I ended up putting tape on it. Let's see. I'm gonna rip it. I'm just trying to be careful because there we go. I don't want to end up damaging it because I don't have any more parts. This is pretty much it. And the chrome parts are in here, so I'm lucky that all these parts are still in here because I could still, work this and put it together. And let me see if how it was. Oh, you know what? I think I think I need to it doesn't go there. There's another part that attaches to there, but I know it's gonna be like this. There we go. Sorry. So we connect that there, but in the meantime, here, let's play around. Let's put some tape. Let's put some tape right there. A little mock-up. Let's put this here, and let's put the body in. All right. I mean, so this is kind of the engine for there. Oh, look at that. And that blue stripe, right? Just cutting right through. That's cool. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a lot of fun things to play with this car. I think I still need to touch this up. I need to go in here and sand this area smooth and try to correct this. I do kind of regret using the heat gun for a moment to heat this. It warped it just a little on the edge. I could feel a little roughness, but I think I could buff out this roughness, and it's just a little piece. But I am gonna have to go back and probably airbrush a piece of it. I might backmask the top, but it's gonna be more of the side on there, and kind of see what's up with that, But that's the only way you learn, by actually trying things out. And if you make a mistake, then it is what it is, and we just have to move forward and take that into consideration. I don't know. I was just I was excited. I was rushing through it, and I wasn't really considering like, hey, this is a vintage kit. this is different type of plastic. It reacts different, especially to what I'm gonna be doing to it. You know, I didn't really think about that, and now that's like a big thing that's on my mind right there. As far as you know, painting, I still need to paint this, but I don't think I'm gonna end up putting this on there. The way the original builder had put it on was up here, and when I ripped it off, you know, this was on top of like, or like part of the gas cap, and it kind of damaged the gas cap with the glue. So I was like, you know, at that point I was like, I'm just gonna end up erasing it, but I didn't know what that was. Remember, I thought it was just an emblem, and then somebody mentioned, no, that's the gas cap. So I was like, oh dang. So I still got to do the seat belts. You know, that'll be easy. I mean, this I'll probably just paint it for the heck of it. You know, why not? Like, and I even thought, oh, what if I put it in the back? You know, what if I would put it like right here? How would that look, right? But then once you start thinking about that, I start thinking about chunky tires. You know, I start thinking about, you know, putting like something huge like this, right? And I even considered it, but I was like, nah, they don't even fit. Like it's like right there. Like that's that's huge, you know? And I don't know. If I was gonna go this route, I would have done a mock up, you know. But then I'm starting to switch up the model, you know. I'm going away what the intentions were. You know, the intentions were to rebuild it and bring it back to life and just use these parts. I really like these tires. You know, I and then I gotta get some red to because I'm missing a tail light in red. I'm missing that, so I gotta sort that out and get that all situated. Then we got the helmet here. Let's get the helmet out of this. Yeah, I gotta blacken the inside of the helmet right there because it's still. And then this is something we could always put it like right there on the top of the car, or even right here. Let's see. Let me try to. Let me see how much I can zoom in so you guys could see this. There we go. I'm like, why is this thing not working? There we go. Or on top of the roof right here. Helmet. Racing helmet. Oh my god. Oh, look at this. It's like sticking. It's like there's static. Electricity static. It's probably because I was polishing something. I'm going to show you guys in a bit. But look at that. It's just sticking to my hands. It's all the static. I have a bunch of static in my hands. Oh, look, like magic. Let's see. It's almost like I have magnetic. Like, let's see. Come on, come on. Look, it's wiggling. Damn, do I have superpowers? Let's see. Ooh, look at that. It just stuck. It like sticks to my hands. Getting excited here. Weird. Look at that. Oh, what the heck? That's weird. But anyway, it's all right. So something was driving me a little crazy earlier before I started recording this. You know, I could have done this video a little earlier, but then I got caught up with this little project right here, which I have in front of me, right? So this car is a 132 scale. And just a side note, I'm just throwing this in there real quick. I'm going to do a separate video for this, but it's an Aoshima kit, repainted it, did some effects to it and everything. But once it was cleared, you know, I had to clean it up. And one of the most difficult things I always find with whenever I have to polish these is because it's in black, you could see, you know, all like the dirt, you could see everything. And it's a really hard top to buff out. So I went ahead and I started off with the roof, and it's been driving me crazy because I already went through all the polishing pads. I started off on 2000, working my way up. And at the very end, I could still see scratches. And then I used a Scratch X, and I could still see scratches. I started using the compound, and I could still see some scratches, like a little bit. So, you know, man, I must have been on this for about an hour just working on the roof. I did a little bit on the other parts. You could kind of see right here, there's like little like scratches or whatever. And I was like really hyped on trying to finish this and get it going. You know, I was hoping I would bring it with me to a show. But tomorrow, you know, or as you're watching this, I'm going to try to work on this in the morning. I'm going to redo it, like the buff out part. I'm going to do the process again. And I don't think I'm going to go down to the sanding pads anymore, because all that's going to do is recreate and repeat the process of scratches. But I definitely need to work on the hood, work on this. I'm just one phase at a time and get it going, and then the sides, and that should be it. Once it's done, I'm just going to assemble it and see what's up. But like right now, I mean, you can see the reflection of the light right there, right? You can see a lot of stuff. Look at that. You could even see the car right there. That's crazy. Looks like a TV screen. Look at that. But that's the thing. Like on camera, and probably even at a show, you'll look at it and you'll be like, "Oh yeah, look at that. That's very shiny, right?" But me myself, looking into this, I could see scratches that I'm not happy with. You know. Oh look, there's myself right there. Boom. But I'm still like, I got to keep going at it. You know. I'm not gonna stop, and we'll see what's up later. But this is just a side note. I just kind of threw that in there for this video real quick. But hey guys, I'm gonna take off. It's already gonna be 1 a.m. right now as I'm recording. It's just this thing held me up. It was a busy day today, you know, with family and everything, and you know, getting ready for the show. So this Saturday, well, tomorrow, Friday, there's gonna be a pizza party. Let me see. Yeah, well, I mean, as you're watching this, as this comes out in the morning, later at night, there's gonna be a pizza party get together there in Ventura. I'll be posting the flyer and everything, and Instagram be sharing all that info. And at the same time, then Saturday's a show, so there'll be a get together at the pizza party thing, and then Left Coast Skill Classic is gonna be doing something a little later. So that's gonna be a lot of fun, right there. I will be vending. You know, I had said, oh, no, I'm not going to vend. Nah, I am going to be vending. I'm going to be chilling there, so why not? You know, how to think about it. And if you guys come out, say what's up. Come through, say what's up, chill out, and we should have a good time, you know. And but yeah, I'll let you guys go. This was kind of a long video, and, you know, but I was just following up with you guys, showing you what's up with the Stingray right here. Here it is, the close-up. But yeah, little by little, man, we're gonna start to put this one together here, you know. So we'll see what's up. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching. Take care. All right, peace.